Hello, today is Friday, March 20th. It is 8 a.m. in the morning. This is Simone and Crystal. So, Crystal had a few short updates that she wanted to do a new video to. It's going to be a really short video, but these were information coming through to her from our previous read last night. So, if you want to start.
Yes. So about the coronavirus. So the coronavirus is attacking our red blood cells. So this is exactly why our victims are having trouble breathing and they're having lung issues. It attacks our red blood cells. It takes our oxygen, and that's when our body shuts down, our organs shut down, and that's when then we have to do is die. So I just want to update you guys on COVID-19 that it attacks our red blood cells. That's exactly why you hear victims saying they have breathing issues. It's hard to breathe. Their body shuts down because it's attacking the red blood cells.
And then I know that you said, because in our last video last night, Crystal briefly touched on the red blood cells, but we're not medical. We're not in the medical field, so we didn't really remember what the red blood cells did. But Crystal said she looked it up, and I'm looking it up right now. So basically, the red blood cells, it carries oxygen. It transports oxygen, which is very important. So it's interesting that
So if the virus is attacking the red blood cells, that means less oxygen.
Hard to breathe.
Hard to breathe.
So does that mean, because I remember seeing in an article somewhere that, of course, people that have illnesses are at risk. And I remember seeing that they mentioned people with sickle cell and anemia. So with it attacking the red blood cell, is that a higher risk for people with those type of conditions?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, so if you have sickle cell or anemia, be on high alert. Try to take your precautions as possible, strongly as possible. I know you guys had this anemia or sickle cell before, so try to do what you do in case if you have a flare up or in case of emergency. So you have to be very conscious of what you do because again, this is affecting the red blood cells. It's affecting the oxygen levels in our body, our lungs, our organs. So it's affecting that. And I'm not saying that there's other people that it doesn't affect, but you guys are really at high risk too.
And I know you just wanted to cover this in this video, but I like to pack some more information. So in the commentary for the last video, I know you've been getting a lot through last night that we didn't put in that video, but you were talking about doing yoga.
Oh yes. So when I channeled, if you're suffering from stress and anxiety, they said do yoga. Yoga takes away the stress levels and cortisol level, so it helps with that.
And they mean like her spirit guides.
The spirit guides. Yeah. My spirit guides and who I channel.
And I'm sure the yoga could help with breathing as well.
And breathing as well, and being present. Breathing exercise, it does help with that too. So if you're feeling anxious, if you feel a little stressed out, try to look up online, maybe YouTube, some yoga moves or yoga techniques because it does take away cortisol levels. And we don't need cortisol level because that builds up stress. It reduces the cortisol.
And I know that my yoga class that I take, I think it's from Yoga Factory. They're now doing posting online videos on YouTube of daily yoga stuff that we could do. So you could also go on YouTube and look up yoga videos and stuff like that. So back to the red blood cell. What is it about the red blood cell that they're feeding on? Is it the oxygen in the red blood cell that's making them stronger, or what per se about the red blood cell?
It's like, so I'm not a medical doctor. I don't really know much about this, but it's like a marrow, the bone marrow. I think that's where the red blood cell is. That's the bone marrow. Sort of. It's that. It's so enriched with all these vitamins and minerals.
Yeah.
That's what it the virus likes that. That's exactly what it likes.
Oh wow. Which that's damaging to us.
That's very damaging to us because it's hard to produce that. If you're not getting a blood
Yeah.
transfusion, it's very hard to upkeep that if something's eating at your red blood cell.
You know what? I just
And
thought
I think, sorry.
you could finish.
Oh, and I was gonna say, I think that's why, when you heard in the public, they were like, "Oh, it could be like, is this HIV/AIDS? It could be like a strain of that." So they were getting confused with that. I think it's because they were seeing a lot of variation with the red blood cells. The levels were lowering and
Is
stuff
it
like
who's
that.
they?
But I'm
Is it
not
like
sure.
the doctors and people?
The government,
Oh.
the scientists, the medical people,
Oh,
when
okay.
they ran the test.
And that's what I was gonna touch on because I heard in the media that they're saying like we need everyone to donate blood, and I thought they were just saying that because of the, the patients that are already in the hospital. Because someone said there's still patients that are already here, not related to the coronavirus, just patients that are there in general for previous things that do rely on people donating blood. And when people are being told to be quarantined, less people are going out donating blood. But I wonder if they're also saying that because they know that it's necessary to get blood for these new patients, especially if the coronavirus is, feeding on the red blood cell. You think?
I don't think they per se know that just quite yet, because I think also people want to save their blood. If that's the case, I'm not going to give blood. I think maybe that's why they would hold off on it. But honestly, I don't see the government or the medical team putting that together just yet.
Okay. Oh, that's another good question to touch on. So, people that may have the coronavirus within their system, whether they're really sick or not sick at all, is it prudent for them to go and donate blood? Would that affect other people if it's in the bloodstream or in the red blood if they go and donate it?
Yeah, it would. It would affect them because it's going to eat the red blood cells of another person. Say if the person has COVID-19 and they don't know and they give transfusion or give blood, and so that person gets that transfusion of blood. Now you have the virus in your blood, and now it's eating your blood, a little bit of blood you have.
So that's crazy. So
red blood. So
it's almost like the early stage of HIV where everyone used to just be able to donate blood, but at that point when that happened, it's just like, no, you can't donate blood anymore.
Right. Yep.
But it's crazy because if everyone's infected or impacted, not everyone, but if like many people are, who will be available to donate blood?
Exactly. So that's why they're going to have to do screening. This is why, they're going to have to try to figure out a way to take that virus out.
Out the bloodstream.
It cannot be in our body, in humans' body. Because it does nothing for our body.
And you don't think there's a way yet for them to screen that out, the red blood cell?
No, there's not a way yet.
Oh, wow.
No. Because I don't know if I said it in the previous video where I'm like, does something to our DNA. So if it's messing with our red blood cells, you know how it's like it tries to change the human DNA to make the coding into the virus coding for their DNA type of thing. I think I don't know where I was going with this, but it does that. It tries to mess with the DNA because it's messing with our red blood cells.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that update that the coronavirus COVID-19 attacks and feeds on our red blood cells. That's why it takes away the oxygen in the victims, and that's why the organs begin to shut down, and that's why the body dies.
Okay. So you guys heard it first here.
Thank you. Please subscribe, comment, and like, share, and post.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.